So he's basically in the medical unit getting special treatment. But now, Diddy hungry? Wee, wee. Apparently, he's missing his private chef. I hate when that happens, when you can't take your private chef, your celebrity chef, with you behind bars.
Diddy had a court hearing or a court appearance, and a lot of the headlines were, because there's no cameras in there, but the journalists that were in there said that when Diddy came out, that he was drastically showing weight loss and drastically looking a lot more gray and tired. I wanted to see if you had any thoughts on that, on his appearance, and if you had any thoughts on the court hearing itself.
Well, the weight loss, okay, yeah. You don't eat like you eat. He ain't drinking like he been drinking. I think it was popping bottles. It's a lot of sugar. He definitely ain't eating like he is stressing. They don't sell dark and lovely in there, y'all. Niggas can't get that shit dark and lovely.
The next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And Nick, bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
Picture this, a story so wild it could be ripped straight from a thriller. Sean Diddy Combs, the legendary powerhouse who reigned over the music industry with an empire built on glitz, glamour, and audacity, is now facing a reality so stark it feels unreal. The red carpets, private jets, and over-the-top parties, gone. The man who once epitomized luxury now finds himself in the cold confines of the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a place infamous for being more of a nightmare than a detention facility. But it's not just the harsh prison conditions making headlines. The real buzz comes from the relentless rumors, jaw-dropping allegations, and chilling whispers about Diddy's actions both inside and outside those gray, unwelcoming walls. The world isn't just watching, it's holding its breath. And let's talk about the most glaring change, his appearance. Just months ago, Diddy was living it up, strutting through Central Park, playing hacky sack, and radiating that trademark confidence. Fast forward to today, and the transformation is nothing short of shocking. Courtroom reports reveal a man who appears startlingly gaunt, with streaks of gray hair overtaking his once impeccably jet black locks. Journalist Elizabeth Milner, who attended Diddy's pretrial hearing, didn't mince words when describing his shocking transformation. She painted a vivid picture of a man who once basked in unimaginable luxury, but now seems to be barely holding it together behind bars. He appeared noticeably thinner, she remarked, adding, "Perhaps being locked up in detention is starting to wear on him." And honestly, who wouldn't feel the weight of such immense pressure? But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't just about weight loss or a rough adjustment to prison food. Oh no, the story takes a much darker turn. Whispers are swirling that Diddy's eating habits, or lack thereof, have nothing to do with the notoriously bad meals at MDC Brooklyn. Instead, it's fear. Fear of being poisoned. According to Larry Levine, a former inmate turned prison consultant, Diddy is reportedly refusing meals because he's convinced someone might be out to get him. He's got a lot of people in trouble. People want to harm him, Levine revealed on a podcast. And it doesn't stop there. Levine speculated that Diddy's paranoia isn't unfounded. Imagine if someone outside the prison had a connection to someone working on the inside. Over time, there's a chilling possibility. Someone could tamper with his food. And let's face it, for someone like Diddy, that fear isn't far-fetched. He's not just any inmate. He's a high-profile figure who's made powerful enemies in both his personal and professional life. The charges he's facing, ranging from coercion to racketeering, hint at a tangled web of influential people who might have plenty of reasons to keep him silent. Now factor in the environment he's stuck in. MDC Brooklyn has a notorious reputation for its harsh conditions and a history of violence. It's a place where tensions simmer dangerously close to boiling over, and personal safety is more of a luxury than a guarantee. Throw Diddy's celebrity status into that volatile mix, and it's no wonder paranoia is running high. But here's the real question. Are his fears grounded in reality, or is this just another layer to an already sensational saga? And those who've attended his court appearances have noticed more than just his dramatic weight loss. Observers are raising eyebrows at his behavior too. While Diddy's legal team insists he's in good health and laser focused on fighting the charges, skeptics aren't buying it. Some argue that his refusal to eat and his physical decline hint at deeper struggles, possibly even mental health issues. Let's be honest, being locked up, especially while the whole world watches, is bound to take a toll. And if that weren't enough, there are whispers swirling about his alleged health problems. Now let's dive into the whispers that are shaking things up even more. Rumor has it Diddy's behavior in prison is anything but ordinary. Reports are swirling that he's managed to surround himself with a loyal crew of inmates who are so devoted to him, they're allegedly tending to his every need. Yes, you heard that right. Diddy, the man who once commanded the world at his feet, apparently still has his entourage, even behind bars. And it gets wilder. These so-called groupies, they're allegedly fighting among themselves for his attention. Picture this. Grown men in a federal detention center squabbling over who gets to fold Diddy's bed sheets. It sounds like something out of a surreal drama, but in a saga as wild as this, nothing seems too far-fetched. If that weren't enough, let's layer on the controversy about his lifestyle choices. For years, rumors have swirled about Diddy's private life, and now those whispers have grown into a full-blown roar. Allegations of inappropriate conduct, unhealthy relationships, and questionable behavior are being thrown around with reckless abandon, blurring the lines between fact and fiction. The same controversies that have shadowed him on the outside are now allegedly following him behind bars. And just when you thought this couldn't get messier, Jaguar Wright, the outspoken singer notorious for spilling unfiltered truths about the music industry, has stepped in. She's claimed she knows even more about Diddy's secrets, adding fuel to the already blazing fire. In a recent interview, Jaguar Wright dropped another bombshell, hinting that Diddy's alleged behavior is just the beginning. She's promised to reveal even more jaw-dropping details in her upcoming show, leaving everyone wondering just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Whether you believe her or not, one thing is crystal clear. Diddy's name won't be leaving the headlines anytime soon. The wave of rumors and speculation surrounding him only raises more questions. How much of what's being said is grounded in truth? Are these claims exaggerated, fueled by his celebrity status, or is there more beneath the surface? Let's not overlook the legal storm brewing either. With his trial looming in May 2025, every aspect of Diddy's life is under intense scrutiny. His refusal to eat, his alleged paranoia, and his shocking physical transformation aren't just catching the public's eye, they're also being closely examined by those involved in his case. Could these behaviors be part of a calculated effort to garner sympathy, or are they genuine responses to the crushing pressure he's facing? And speaking of pressure, let's talk about the notorious conditions at MDC Brooklyn. This isn't your run-of-the-mill detention center. MDC Brooklyn has earned a reputation as one of the most challenging facilities in the country. Inmates have long complained about deplorable living conditions, from unsanitary spaces to limited access to basic necessities. The center's history includes violence, chronic understaffing, and even power outages that left prisoners freezing in the dark. It's an environment where survival means adapting to harsh, unforgiving realities. For someone like Diddy, who's accustomed to a lifestyle of luxury and excess, this stark contrast must be a complete shock to the system, and yet despite it all, he's reportedly refusing to leave his cell. But let's not lose sight of the bigger picture here. Diddy's legal troubles are mounting, and the allegations against him are nothing short of severe. The charges he's up against could land him behind bars for decades if convicted, a reality that grows more tangible with each passing day. His legal team is working relentlessly to defend him, but with so many twists and turns, the case seems to get more complicated by the minute. And let's not overlook the whirlwind of rumors surrounding his behavior, his health, and his personal relationships. The line between fact and fiction is blurring, making it nearly impossible to tell what's real and what's just speculation. One thing is crystal clear though, this story is far from over. As each day unfolds, new revelations are almost guaranteed to surface, and the world will be watching every step of the way. Will Diddy manage to clear his name and reclaim his spot as one of music's most influential figures? Or is this the final chapter for a man whose legacy once seemed untouchable? Only time will reveal the truth, but for now, the drama shows no signs of slowing down. And if the rumors are even halfway accurate, the real story might be more shocking than anything we've heard so far. If you thought the rumors surrounding Diddy were explosive before, hold on tight, because this next chapter takes things to a whole new level. Life behind bars for Sean Diddy Combs has turned into a swirling storm of speculation, paranoia, and unexpected power plays. It's a portrait of a man not just fighting for his freedom, but also battling to survive in ways few could have ever anticipated. But how exactly did it get to this point? Let's dig into one of the most unsettling aspects: Diddy's refusal to eat. At first glance, it might seem like a natural adjustment to the harsh realities of prison life, but sources close to the situation suggest there's far more to it than meets the eye. The whispers point to growing paranoia, with Diddy allegedly convinced that his meals could be laced with something harmful. And can you really blame him? With the kind of enemies Diddy is rumored to have accumulated over the years, the idea of being targeted doesn't sound all that far-fetched. Larry Levine, a former inmate turned prison consultant, added fuel to the fire by speculating on a podcast that Diddy's fears might be well-founded. What if someone on the outside knows someone working inside the prison? It's not impossible for something to be slipped into his food over time, Levine remarked, leaving listeners to question whether this is paranoia or a justified sense of caution. Regardless of the reasons, Diddy's refusal to eat has visibly taken a toll. His noticeably thinner frame has sparked endless chatter, with questions about his health and state of mind reaching a fever pitch. Speaking of health, it's time to address the elephant in the room. Rumors about Diddy's physical condition have been swirling ever since his arrest, and they're only getting louder. The latest whispers suggest that Diddy might be battling a serious illness, one that's allegedly been made worse by the harsh realities of prison life. These claims have left fans and critics speculating about whether his health struggles could be yet another hurdle in his already tumultuous fight for freedom. And then there's Jaguar Wright, the outspoken singer who has seemingly made it her mission to expose what she claims are Diddy's deepest secrets. In a recent jaw-dropping interview, Jaguar dropped cryptic hints that could potentially shatter the carefully crafted image Diddy has upheld for decades. According to Jaguar, Diddy is allegedly dealing with a condition he's been hiding for years. Her statement, "He's been facing it head on," has left everyone scratching their heads, trying to piece together what exactly she means. But Jaguar didn't stop there. She claimed that Diddy's situation isn't an isolated case, hinting at a much bigger issue involving other high-profile figures in the entertainment industry. "I could name at least 20 others who are dealing with the same thing," she boldly declared. However, she refused to drop any names, instead teasing that all will be revealed in her upcoming show. This cryptic promise has only added fuel to the fire, turning speculation into a frenzy. Whether you believe her or not, Jaguar's comments have thrown yet another wrench into Diddy's already chaotic narrative. Meanwhile, inside the Metropolitan Detention Center, Diddy's behavior is becoming the talk of the facility. Reports claim he's outright refusing to leave his cell, a move that's not only baffling, but also causing serious delays in his already tense legal proceedings. Some believe this is a deliberate tactic, a calculated move to stall the legal process and buy time. Others, however, think it's something much deeper, perhaps a reflection of his deteriorating mental state. Regardless of the reason, this refusal to cooperate is creating a whirlwind of frustration for everyone involved. A source close to the case shared that Diddy's legal team is hitting brick walls, struggling to coordinate with him. "It's like he's shutting down," the source revealed. "He's not just battling the legal system, he's battling himself." But let's rewind for a moment and remember how it all started. Diddy's mounting legal troubles. The charges against him are jaw-dropping, casting a dark shadow over what was once one of the most dazzling careers in music. Federal prosecutors have accused him of orchestrating elaborate schemes of coercion and manipulation, accusations so serious that, if proven true, they could see him spending decades behind bars. And while Diddy's legal team remains firm in their defense, declaring his innocence at every turn, the sheer magnitude of these allegations is staggering. Even some of his most diehard supporters are now pausing to ask themselves, how well do we really know the man behind the music? Adding to the already intense drama of Diddy's situation is the environment he now finds himself trapped in, MDC Brooklyn, a facility infamous for its grim reputation. It's been described as hell on earth, and that's no exaggeration. Known for its dire conditions, constant altercations, and an appalling lack of basic amenities, it's a world away from the luxury mansions and five-star hotels Diddy once called home. The adjustment to such a harsh and unforgiving reality must be nothing short of brutal. Michael Cohen, a former inmate at a similar facility, painted a chilling picture of what Diddy might be enduring. He's waking up on a steel bed with a thin mattress, no pillow, staring at cinder block walls, Cohen explained. For a man whose life was defined by opulence and extravagance, the starkness of this environment is undoubtedly jarring on every level. But that's not all. The situation inside the prison has taken an even darker twist. Rumors are swirling that Diddy's behavior behind bars is raising eyebrows for all the wrong reasons. Allegations of inappropriate conduct have surfaced, suggesting that he's managed to cultivate an air of influence even within the confines of prison. Reports claim that he surrounded himself with a group of loyal followers, other inmates allegedly vying for his approval in ways that range from bizarre to outright unsettling. One former inmate described it as unlike anything I've ever seen, claiming that Diddy's sway extends far beyond the walls of his cell. Whether these allegations are true or just more fodder for the rumor mill, the notion that Diddy could wield such power in a place like MDC Brooklyn is both shocking and deeply troubling. And then there's the growing concern about Diddy's mental state. While his legal team paints a picture of focus and determination, whispers from inside the facility tell a different story. Sources claim that moments of apparent paranoia have surfaced, with Diddy reportedly avoiding interactions with other inmates and refusing to step outside his cell. Is he protecting himself from potential threats, or are these behaviors a reflection of deeper struggles? Some speculate that his alleged health issues could be taking a toll, while others view his actions as a calculated strategy. Either way, it's clear that the man who once commanded the spotlight with his larger-than-life persona is now facing challenges that no amount of money or fame can shield him from. With his trial date inching closer, the world is left speculating. Will Sean Diddy Combs clear his name and rebuild the empire he worked so hard to create, or is this the final act of a music industry titan? The intrigue only deepens with every new revelation, leaving fans, critics, and onlookers eager to see how this saga unfolds. And let's not ignore the bigger questions. Is his paranoia justified, or is there something much larger at play? What about the persistent rumors surrounding his health? Could Jaguar Wright's cryptic comments hold a grain of truth, or are they just another layer to the ever-growing rumor mill? The comment section's open. What do you think? Is Diddy's behavior behind bars a calculated attempt to stay ahead, or is he genuinely struggling under the immense pressure? Share your thoughts, drop your theories, and let's get the conversation going. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on this ever-evolving story. See you in the next one.